For their first drive of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they just... And
oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And it looks like the NFC's going to have it, and they do.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. A 5-yard touchdown. And the NFC able to use the short field as they cash in for 6. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties. The NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And this will be a touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and, boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back out is the AFC offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Yellow. White. 59. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Tight end Kelsey was the intended target.
Check 55, Mike.
After the interception, here's Wilson being chased out left. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this for both of these guys running the ball well?
And he will score. Touchdown NFC. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the NFC able to use the short field as they cash in for 6. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown. Reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Let's go.
The AFC offense making their way back out. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
It's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the third quarter. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun, Wilson flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he will have a touchdown. Russell Wilson. He flat out can't be stopped. And the NFC just continuing to pour it on. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah, a couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. That spots. 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Mahomes firing complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the...
And the ball is knocked out. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Every time, keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Saquon Barkley, 85 yards. And the NFC stretching that lead out even a bit further. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Back out is the AFC offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now here's Mahomes. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete once again to Hopkins. Past the 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for the AFC. 42 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it, for them to get downfield that quickly?
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line. Going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Yards on the scramble. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete. But one thing's... First Sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Saquon Barkley finding the end zone yet again. And the NFC just continuing to pour it on. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The AFC offense making their way back out, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult.
And he coughed it up. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Rolling to his left. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Saquon Barkley. He flat out can't be stopped. And the NFC stretching that lead out even a bit further.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Rosas good with the extra point. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And the catch made by Hopkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They'll run on first down. Connor. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's Gordon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Aaron Donald getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
It's complete to Hopkins. And it's a fumble. And it looks like the NFC's going to have it, and they do.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And now running right. There he goes, left side. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Russell Wilson finding the end zone yet again. And the NFC just continuing to pour it on. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
You ain't doing nothing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, Wilson out to his left. 20! He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Saquon Barkley. He flat out can't be stopped. And the NFC stretching that lead out even a bit further.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. PAT up and good by Rosas. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off by an NFC. Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back out is the AFC offense. And it's great to see the start. All out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play.
And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
All day, every day, anytime.
Wilson now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Escaping the pressure right. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Receiver downfield offense.
That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. Operating from the gun. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Oh, now he pulls him over. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Now Wilson dancing to his left. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Saquon Barkley finding the end zone yet again. And the NFC just continuing to pour it on.
And in this day and age, I would love to play quarterback in the NFL. Wide open offenses, acrobatic receivers. If you're accurate, you're going to have days like this.
Rosas good with the extra point. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out comes the NFC defense once again. Big swing play. Last time they were out there, looked like they might yield some points. They recovered a fumble, and it turned into a touchdown on the other side.
In a lot of ways, you can say that maybe at a minimum that was a 10-point swing. The field goal they looked like they were going to give up at a minimum. Instead, they take it the other way, turn it into a touchdown, give them 7. By my math, that's a 10-point swing.
And your math's always right. Now Mahomes over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. On first down, it's Gordon, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Caught left side, Hopkins. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Now the ball comes loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. From 19 yards away. And the AFC able to get a little bit more respectable.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon, fielded about a yard deep. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's loose again. He's at the 30, 10, and he will score. It's a touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 101 yards. And the NFC stretching that lead out even a bit further. So how about the game he's having? He had the punt return earlier for a touchdown. Now the kick return to balance things out.
And oftentimes, guys who are on punt return and kickoff return, many of them are the same guys. And they're devoted to a return guy who can break big plays. And when that happens and they know it's there, they're going to block that much harder and be that much more skillful, as well as utilizing his talents, and this is what you get. Punt return, kick return, a huge game.
He covered every yard of the field plus 1 in the end zone. A 101-yard return there. Electric. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy.
And it's a touchdown. Russell Wilson. He flat out can't be stopped. And the NFC just continuing to pour it on. Rosas to add the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. The AFC offense making their way back out, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And this results in 6. Touchdown. More lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will take this back. A fumble return for an NFC touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Rosas good with the extra point. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Attack, attack! Mike 54. Mike 54. 3 buzz, 3 buzz. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it.
And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. They'll come out in the pistol. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Buying time, touchdown NFC.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
PAT up and good by Rosas. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And he will take this back, a fumble return for an NFC touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Rosas good with the extra point. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Yellow.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Landry. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43.
You see me out here? That's right.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Now Wilson on 1st down, being chased out left. He's going to take a touchdown NFC.
Normally, this is a surprise. A quarterback scoring on a long run and not getting chased down by the defense. But the athleticism and speed of the quarterback position gets better every year.
PAT up and good by Rosas. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Rosas on to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. There he goes right side. And this will be a touchdown. And on that one was with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you get 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
We got this.
Out comes the NFC defense once again. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. That escapes the sack. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on 3rd down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on is not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Rosas good with the extra point. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Mahomes now on first down. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Here's Wilson. And he fires one incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And that'll bring up second down. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Wilson wants to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
PAT up and good by Rosas. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
43! 43!
Mahomes will try again on second down. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Zebra. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey,
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that score gives them a little more separation and a bigger lead.
A little more of a comfort zone now. They can do more things defensively, maybe take a few more gambles as they try to continue to extend their lead.
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
That's it, baby. You don't work.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
I got you. Yellow. Switch.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And some room to work. And he will have a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not where they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mahomes going to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Throwing now is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Too little, Cupcake. Hey, we got tight left.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Check pass.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left.
That's it, baby.
So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this